What's going on, guys? Satsuki the Savage here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Attack on Titan, Chapter 112. Now, this review is going to be a lot different from my typical reviews because it's not going to be a lot of editing, pretty bare bones stuff, guys. So, I'm going to skip summaries altogether. We're just going to talk about the chapter. Alright. And before I even get into the chapter, I just want to say, and I said this before, and I don't know which one of my reviews, but Attack on Titan has gone through this evolution that I haven't really seen with a lot of series, especially a shonen series like how Attack on Titan was. Even with a dialogue heavy chapter like this, I still felt like this was an amazing chapter of Attack on Titan. And to be honest, this whole year, Attack on Titan has been killing it. It has been killing it this year. Attack on Titan has been my favorite series to read for this year. I was thinking One Piece, but Attack on Titan has been consistently good this entire year. And I can say that with absolute confidence. Jumping right into it. Eren's conversation with Mikasa, Armin, and I guess Gabby, even though Gabby contributed nothing to the conversation. So, the question is, did Eren's comments have any validity? Did it have any truth? Those are the two questions. And to answer that, it had validity in the sense that what Eren said made sense. If you didn't know who Eren was, if you didn't know who Mikasa was, or I won't say that, but if you didn't know everything there is to know about Eren and his past with Mikasa and Armin, you would think that what he's saying makes sense. You would think it's logical. But then the second question is it true? Meaning, does Eren believe what he's saying? And also, literally, is what he's saying true? Is he saying what he's saying to me? Are his words directed at Mikasa and Armin just for the purpose of pushing them away? Or is he really serious about what he's saying? Because going to what he actually said, he called Armin useless. He called Armin useless. He's just like, yo, ever since you've inherited the Colossal Titan, what have you fucking done? And then he goes to Mikasa and he says, you've only been protecting me because of your blood, because of your ties to the Ackerman clan. That is the only reason why you've been doing what you've been doing up to this point, in terms of you risking your life to save me numerous times. And the thing is, like I said, it has validity. Why? We look at Armin. We ask the question. This one might have validity and truth to it. Because what has Armin done since he's inherited the Colossal Titan? Yes, he's wrecked shit, but that is because he is the Colossal Titan now. But when Eren says that, he's saying it because Armin is supposed to be the successor of Erwin. Erwin literally gave up his life so Armin could continue living. Levi didn't want to revive Armin. He wanted to revive Erwin because that was his friend. And that's the thing. It's not only because Erwin was Levi's friend. It was also because Levi felt like Erwin was the best person for humanity. If he had a choice between reviving Armin, reviving Erwin, he believed that Erwin gave humanity their best chance of surviving. So, just based on Erwin giving up his life, Armin was the person who was supposed to take over Erwin's role. Not as leader, because nobody expected that of him. At least I didn't. Because nobody is the leader that Erwin is. But people expected Armin's intellect to be above and beyond Erwin. And for him to come up with strategies and be this war tactician, if you will. And he had his chance with the Marley attack. And like I said, he was just being reduced to turning into the Colossal Titan and wreaking havoc. And anybody could have did that if they had the Colossal Titan. Armin is supposed to do things that nobody else can do when it comes to using his brain. So Eren is right when he says Armin is useless in that sense, at least to me. People may disagree with that, but I agree with that. Then we move on to Mikasa, and this is where it hurts. Not only did it hurt Mikasa, because, man, when Mikasa started crying, that's when I was like, yo, it hurt me. It fucking hurt me. I was like thinking like Zabuza, I was like, your words cut deeper than any blade. With Armin, it was like, okay, I get it. I get why he said what he said to Armin. And it's also double the fact that I agree with him. But Mikasa, not only did he say what he said, but he also tapped on the fact that he always hated her. And that's the thing. Even if he just said, I hate you, that's different than saying, I've always hated you. That means you had this resent since you were kids. Since Mikasa has been bailing you out from getting your ass whooped by people that you picked a fight with, you've always hated her. And that hurt. That hurt. So, again, bringing the question up again, it had validity because we see in this chapter, Mikasa, it seems unconsciously, knocked down Armin when Armin went to go punch Eren. He was about to punch him, and then Mikasa was like, yo, psh, and slammed him. That was based on instinct. So it seems like what Eren said is true when it comes to the Ackerman blood, Mikasa looking for a host and then protecting them because of her ties to the Ackerman clan. But I'm not buying it 100%. The reason I'm not buying it 100% is because we've seen a time when Mikasa had the Ackerman blood activate for her without the need to protect Eren. If you remember way back in season 1, the anime, when Mikasa thought that Eren was dead, when she went on this basically like a suicide path because she was trying to clear out the Titans, and eventually she ran out of gas for her 3D gear and she was on the ground. I think her blades were dull or they were broken completely, and then the Titan came, and the moment I'm talking about is when we first seen Eren in his Titan form and he punched the Titan, if you remember that. But just talking about Mikasa, before that, Mikasa, when she saw the Titan, she was about to give up. But then she started dodging the Titan and trying to fight back because the Ackerman blood activated. She gave up, then something in her snapped, and then she said, no, I can't give up here. So that's why I question what Eren said. I believe part of what he said is true, but not all of it is true. But either way, man, I'm just looking at Mikasa, Armin, and Eren, and I'm thinking their relationship is never going to be the same. I say he was an anti-hero. Now it's looking like he's going full-on villain. That's how it's looking. But, man, the growth of these characters have been tremendous. That's why I've said Isayama has been on his game. He has definitely been on his game. But I think I dwelled on that enough. Like I said, that moment, though, that talk at the table was just, it was glorious. Next thing I want to talk about is Zeke and Levi. Zeke, man, he has been on his eyes and shit. All right? Because he's been planning, and he's always been suspicious. That's the thing. Everybody suspects Zeke. Nobody trusts Zeke. Yet, he still can pull a move like he did here because he leaves room for you to kind of trust him. You never trust him 100%, but you like, okay. Like Hanji said in this chapter, he gives you believable lies. He throws stuff at you to where you're like, he might be telling the truth. We have to wait and see. And because he does stuff like that, he gets to survive longer. Zeke is very smart. That's why he's still alive to this day. Of course, because of plot conveniences, like when Levi was supposed to kill him, but he's also alive partly or a lot based on his own intellect, and that's pretty amazing. But I move on to Levi, and I just want Levi to kill Zeke so bad. Not the fact that I hate Zeke, because even though Zeke has done so much bad shit, I can't bring myself to hate him because I think he's a great character. But I want Levi to get the kill on Zeke because of his promise to Erwin. I just want Levi to be the one. If Zeke were to meet his demise and is not by the hand of Levi, I'm not going to say I'll be disappointed, but I'll feel like that would be a missed opportunity. And, you know, because for me, Levi has been through so much. He's lost all his friends countless of times. And I feel like Isayama giving Levi that moment will honor the sacrifices of all his friends, because he's had to sacrifice a lot. He's had to sacrifice plenty to get to where he is right now. And the thing is, it was so sad, Levi reminiscing over all the people he's lost, especially when it came to protecting Eren, because for a long time he believed that I have to shield this kid, because right now we have no other option. There's no other power like his. Even though I am like humanity's, or at least the Eldian's strongest warrior, we still need Eren's Titan powers. We can't get through it without Eren's Titan powers. So, based on that fact alone, he has let his friends die. He has let his friends sacrifice themselves to protect Eren. And now, the person he's been sacrificing, he sacrificed his friends for, now he's turning rogue and becoming a villain. So it's like, no matter where Levi turns, just nothing but darkness. Because of Zeke's spinal fluid being in that wine, with his scream, he is able to transform all the people surrounding Levi and him into mindless titans. So now Levi is in a predicament where he's on the floor and a whole bunch of titans are just falling. Literally, it's raining titans, and Levi has no umbrella other than his swords and his 3D maneuver gear. And it's a good thing Levi doesn't drink. Like, maybe that was the moral of this whole entire manga series. Like, don't drink, kids, or you'll turn into a titan. Now, the question is, do I think Levi's going to die? I honestly don't think so. But he is in a hard spot right now. With just him by himself and all those titans falling, and Zeke still there, he is in a tough spot, even for Levi. A couple of questions I still have is, what is going to happen with Gabby? Because Eren took Mikasa and Armin, of course, because he's trying to find Zeke, but he took Gabby along with him. So I'm wondering, what is going to be the plan for Gabby? Because I think Gabby is going to be redeemed. I think she is. And that'll be good. Because a lot of people hate Gabby. A lot of people hate Gabby. So I would love to see her being redeemed. The other question is, and this is going to seem weird since she wasn't in this chapter, but she was mentioned. What is going to happen with Annie? And I found myself avoiding this question for a long time because I wanted Annie to come back in the story ever since she's been frozen in a crystal or crystallized, whatever. I wanted her to be back in the story, but now thinking about it, asking myself that question, she's probably just going to get eaten by somebody else. Maybe her only purpose was to show how weird Armin has gotten after inheriting the Colossal Titan and, of course, Bertolt's memories. Right now, I just don't feel like Annie is coming back into the story. And even if she does, what type of relevance would she still have? Now, as for the Eldians, at least the ones loyal to the Survey Corps and the military, Hanji, I guess, those people are pretty much screwed because they are being attacked on 3 fronts. One from, as they said in this chapter, they called them the Jaegerists or the Eren faction, whatever you want to call them. You have the Zeke faction, which is Yelena, Zeke, and everybody else who's been in on the wine poisoning. And then you have Marley, who is yet to attack. So everybody that is an Eldian that's loyal to Hanji in the military and all of that, they are in a crazy predicament. And I honestly don't know how they're going to get out of this unless Eren turns out to be an anti-hero rather than a villain. But guys, that's pretty much it for this review. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Satsuki the Savage.